So this video might be a trigger. So I just wanted to give that disclosure first this morning, just so you know ahead of time. So what I wanted to talk about is going through the rehab process, right? Sometimes you're with a man or even a woman, right? But you're with somebody and you can't get over them and you're trying to leave that person. But for some reason, you find yourself back and forth with that person and you just can't seem to leave. And you're trying to figure it out, like, what's going on? Why can't I leave this person? Why can't I be out of this situation or out of this relationship? It keeps pulling me back in. And I just feel like I can't let go no matter how much this person hurt me, no matter how much they do me wrong. It's just like I keep coming back for more. Now, I could answer that for you, right? As best as I can. And one of the things is that the reason that you keep going back to that person is because you've gotten addicted to that person. Because that's not love. That's not what love looks like. You might feel compassion or caring or some other feelings at times, right? You might get admiration or you might get some affection. You might get some attention, but you're not getting love because love doesn't feel like that and love doesn't hurt. And what you're experiencing with this person is that level of addiction, right? Remember when you were first with this person the first time, the first experiences that you had with this individual, that was beautiful. That was amazing. So now here you are looking back for that first hit, right? That first wonderful experience, whoever this person showed you they are, the person that they put on a mask, right? And they showed you who they are. That's what you're looking for. But I'll give you an easy example, really quick and as simple as I can make it, right? It's just like going to a rehab center, right? So people go to rehabs normally for some kind of addiction. Could be for different reasons. Could be drug addiction, alcohol, whatever. They're going to rehab for some addiction that they're facing. So for yourself, it's a similar thing, right? Being able to go through a rehab center. And normally or oftentimes when they go to a rehab center, it's because they're experiencing doing this with a professional, someone who's licensed, who's trained in order to be able to help them go through this session, right? Because clearly whatever they're going through, whatever this addiction might be, is more powerful than them. It's taken over their mind, their body, their soul, and it has overpowered them and has taken full control of their well-being. So now all they do all the time is they go after that fix. Even though they're left broken, they're left in pain, they're on this emotional high, there's no stability, they're not stable in their ways, right? They want that fix. They want that first hit, but they won't get it back because every experience is going to be different. But that first hit that got them addicted, that's what they're going back for constantly. And it's the same thing in a relationship with a narcissistic person. They're not real. It's not a reality. And that's some of the things that you need to ask yourself is that this experience that you're having is not real. Is it healthy or is it a toxic experience that you're going through? While they're in these toxic relationship and while you're going through these withdrawal symptoms, because that's what really happened when you're trying to get out, you're facing or you're experiencing withdrawal symptoms. And while you're having these withdrawal symptoms, you want to go back because you want to go back to that first experience because that's what they introduced you to. So now that's what you want. My thing to you is that when someone goes to a rehab, they're partnering with professionals, people who are expert at getting them through the rehab process because they're not strong enough to do it on their own because whatever they're going through has overpowered them and has taken over them as a person. But oftentimes we think that we have all the answers and we can do this because we're in denial that something is really wrong. But if you're experiencing these things, it's a clear indication that something is truly wrong and you do need to seek help. It's nothing to be embarrassed about and it's absolutely okay. It happens to the best of us, okay? So it's nothing to be afraid of. But if you're experiencing things like this, if you're going through stuff like this and having these withdrawals where you're not able to function properly and think clearly for yourself, it makes sense to seek help because when they're in rehab, The professional know the signs and the things to look out for to help them get through the addiction, to help them get through this process that they're going through so that they can come down off of it. So there might be intense conversation. There might be strict things and processes, rules and things that you have to go through, but the ultimate goal is to get you better. The ultimate goal is to get you well. The ultimate goal is to make sure that you become your greatest self, that you find back your identity, you build back your confidence, you become your better self, that you become the person that you are intended to be, that you're destined to be. But you're caught up in this addiction and you're looking for that fix and it's taken over you. It has consumed you and you're no longer operating at your best self. You think because you get through and you pay your bills daily and you go back and forth, that you're okay. But you're far removed because being with a narcissist, they are giving you pain. So you have become addicted to the pain that they give you. You have become so addicted to the torture. So the longer you're with them, and every time you go over this hurdle and you overcome some of their abuse, you overcome some of their traumas, you overcome some of these painful things that you've experienced with them, your tolerance level is getting higher. So you're able to tolerate more pain because you've overcome the small hurdles and the obstacle courses that they have set for you. So now it gets harder. And the harder it gets is the more painful you become numb to pain. So now you don't realize how detrimental this pain is. You don't realize how hard it is. You don't realize how much your boundaries are zero. They're non-existent. You don't realize how much your self-esteem has gone out the window because of the level of pain that you're able to endure. Your tolerance level has become so high. The longer you stay, the harder it becomes, and your tolerance level goes higher. And what happened is that you no longer know how to cry. It hurts, it's painful, but you can't cry. You're so removed from your emotions that all you feel is you want more pain. You know it hurts, but you want more. And you can't seem to understand or find out, like, why do I want more of this pain? Why do I want to sit here and endure more? I know it's wrong for me, but I want more. You have a soul tie. Your soul is connected to this person and they're draining you. So you're no longer feeling for yourself anymore. You're no longer thinking for yourself anymore. They have drained the soul out of you. Might sound crazy. I know. I get it. That's another conversation for another time. I won't even tap into that right now because rehab is a lot of information on its own. So listen, we're going to do that in another video. But for right now, I'll find a way how to link another video about that at a later time. But for right now, let's just stay focused here. Going through the rehab, you partner with professionals there to help you to get through this process. That's it. They know what they're doing. And the people who really want the results and want to change are the people who's become sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over and over. What that is, insanity. You're doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. That's insanity. It is. But you're not going to see it because it's been creeping up on you slowly but surely over time. This has been creeping up on you. But you can't recognize it because when you're in something, it's harder to see it. But people on the outside can recognize it because they're watching you suffer. They're watching you be depleted. They're watching you go downhill. And you're just saying things like, you're crazy, you're crazy. These are small insults. It might seem small, but they hold weight. They really do hold weight. So the longer you stay in this thing, the harder it becomes to come out. And your rehab process is going to be more intense. Your recovery process is going to be more intense. No fear, no shame. Just recognize slowly over time what you're going through. If it's too hard for you and you can't manage and you're experiencing these things and you can't figure out why you're still there and you're stuck, you are not listening to this by accident. You have there's a reason that you're listening to it. I can't tell you what it is because I don't know. But what I know is when I needed the help, I found help. I took information in, and I was receptive because I didn't know what I was going through. I've been there, I've done it, and I know exactly what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it smells like, how it's breathing. This thing is not something to play with because you can't see it. You can't see it. And that's what makes it hard. That addiction is a feeling. It's a feel-good fix. And the same thing with the drug addiction. You want that first hit. It's the same thing with the narcissist. You want that first hit. It's okay. It's nothing to be ashamed of. You're doing good just far. You're on the right path. Hang in there. We're going to get through this. We will get through this. You're making changes. You're taking small steps. Continue to take these steps. Continue. You're doing just fine. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Hope you have an amazing day. Be blessed. Be encouraged. I love you guys so much. Every time I said it, I know I light up. I know. But have an amazing day. Be blessed. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for hitting the like button. The likes, they do help. But listen, I'm not worried about the likes, all these things. I just really want to get the message out to you. Listen to the message. Don't even worry how crazy I'm looking over here. Listen to the message. Get the information that's necessary for you. It's very important to take care of yourself. In the next couple of months, I promise you guys, I'm going to have a boot camp ready for you, because I do one-on-one sessions right now, yes. But I really see a boot camp coming, and we're going to get this done. Don't want to talk too much about it. I'll just leave it right here for right now. But we're going to be working on this pretty soon. No shame to it. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel. You guys have an amazing day. If you need any information, do not hesitate. Go to my website, healingyoursilence.org, or you can email me, healingyoursilence@gmail.com. And check me out on Instagram, on TikTok, and right here on YouTube. Check out my platform. I have a clothing line out, Healing Your Silence, where this is exactly what I do. I empower you to become your greatest self. So it's really you bossing up to being your best self, becoming confident again, knowing your value and your self-worth. That's the mission. They have done the damage and played with you for long enough. Now we're going to get you back on track and get you where you need to go so you could take care of business. Be blessed, y'all.